I rise to participate in this Take Note debate, and in particular in response to the series of answers that were given to our questioning on the new intercity fleet. You've got to remember, Mr President, that this has a long history, a litany of failure, and they came in here today and reverted to type and tried to bash the union instead of dealing with the issue. The union is actually trying to help the government get these things on the tracks. And you've got one minister in your government at least who has got the brains to listen to them. Elliott is actually working with the RTBU, but we have two ministers in this chamber who are standing in the way. Now, this is the same fleet because they did not talk to that union, they did not talk to the RTBU, and they did not talk to the people who have the subject matter expertise. Remember, $90 billion of asset sales, privatisation, poured into an overseas-made train which didn't fit tracks and didn't fit tunnels. Remember all that hoo-ha. And then we had the situation where you had a problem where the guards were unable to see whether or not passengers were at risk of falling between the tracks. So they want the doors modified to open so that the guards can look out and see that they're not going to fall down those tracks, and modifications to the CCTV. This was all agreed to, as was pointed out earlier, and yet we have a situation where the Leader of the Government comes in here and says, I'm not going to pay for that because I reckon it's going to cost $1 billion. That figure is under dispute by the Minister for Transport himself, who says, and it's quoted in the media, that it's not going to cost anywhere near $1 billion, and he wants to work with the union to rectify the situation. Then we had the Minister for Regional Transport and Roads, direct portfolio responsibility for the NIF, come in here and admit that he didn't attend the press conference, he didn't turn up to any of the meetings in the 6-week negotiation period, and pretended to come in here and understand the safety issues I just articulated by saying it's all okay because the public of New South Wales only want USB ports and luggage racks. That's all they want. They want trains with USB ports and luggage racks. Never mind the safety concerns, that the union, who have members in that sector, know very well will cause issues for the travelling public. And it's absolutely disgraceful that we've got a Minister, Elliott, who wants to work productively with the union to get these trains on the tracks, and two ministers in this chamber want to throw up roadblocks. It's disgraceful. And to try and blame the union for the incompetence and mismanagement of this government is disgraceful. And I just hope that they see the light of day and let Elliott take over so we can get these trains on the track and work with the RTBU, not against them.